Today I want to show you the easiest strategy that I use to buy Bitcoin in the long term. And first of all, we need to come to a daily time frame, because on a daily time frame the confirmations are a lot better. And once we're here, we're going to use two indicators. First one we're going to use is an EMA, okay, the simple moving average. This will show us the past days and turn it into a moving average, as we can see on screen, and that will show us more or less where price is going compared with the past. Okay, so once we add this one, we're going to change the settings. Okay, in this case I'm adding 3, so I'm going to change the first one into 365. So this is the last year, so we'll do the average of the last year, 182 for the last half year, and 91 for the last 3 months. So once I've got this on screen, I can see how it's been performing, and from here I can take good decisions to buy in the future. As we can see now, right at the moment, we are super expanded, and obviously right at the moment it's not a good place to buy. Okay, a good place to buy will always be when it retraces back here, but with a confirmation of the indicator that we'll see in a moment. So once we have this right, we can see as well that it's super good to find trends and see how solid these trends are, because as we can see here, we had a huge range around here, but the indicators still showed an uptrend. So obviously this means that it's a healthy uptrend, and this is a confirmation that it's going to continue up. If they would mixed up like they've done in the past, okay, last big run we had up here, we could see how they started to mix up and then the price started to shuttle down. So this is well a great confirmation to exit any position if we're still in any position. The second indicator that I'm going to add, I think a lot of people know, and it's the RSI. Basically what this is going to show is the momentum in the chart. Okay, so as we can see here, what I like to do is I like to change it from 14 to 7 for the last 7 days. And what this will show me is good entries when I'm in a uptrend. So if we have a look at this uptrend up here, once this started up here, it gave us a few entries at probably the best spots at the moment. We can see the first entry we got was this one here when it was at 40,000 before it flew up. And if we continue a bit longer, we got another entry on 56,000 before it flew up. Then we got another one on this range here. I think this is the worst one that it gave because it had a small more retracement, but it was still a good entry point. And then we had another one here, and we had another one here. All this with a confirmation of the moving average, because obviously the moving average, if it's going up, then retracements on the RSI is great to find. It was the best what I always personally do is enter the position when the RSI comes back of its level. In this case, it's touching the 30 level, it's gone below. Once it comes back up is when I enter the positions to, or in this case when I buy it. So I'm not doing day trading in this case. What I'm doing is buying the cryptocurrency to hold it. And if we can see here, we haven't had any more touches down here, obviously because the price already flew up, and this is not the best place to buy. As you know, we're going to probably have a quite big retracement back down to this level here, because obviously the liquidity level. But for me personally, this is the easiest way to actually buy Bitcoin. If we go in the past, we can see how it's repeated, and it always happens the same, always in the daily time frame. We must remember that. But look at this entry here, it literally just touched the level, and it touched here, and it flew up again. The same as probably the worst level that it gave us at the moment is this one here. Okay, obviously we still had a push up, but it wasn't so far. I mean, it only went up like an 80%. I mean, it's still enough to actually enter a trade. But if you want to hold, if you will probably want to get more like 100 or 200% of it. And then we had another one down here. This was perfect. Another one here and another one here before it went up again. And we had another wonderful level that went up here, went skyrocket up again. But obviously the best is always to keep an eye on the moving average, so they all nicely straighten out, because obviously we don't want to enter positions when they are like this, but we want to enter the positions when they have nice straightened out. We can see there's enough distance between each moving average, because then is when we're going to find the best retracements. And I would love to know your opinion back down in the comments.